I think we might do the design run in code. Okay. Welp. This is gonna be interesting. We're making a website. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet. So I guess we should just get into this. Oh, that looks so cool. That's what's about to happen. It's hacking time. Yeah, baby. We got it. Hey guys, today's gonna be real weird. We're gonna today get into the designs for OmatumBucks.cache, and what we're gonna do is try to do a really good and thorough map of what needs to make it into the design. And once we have that map, we'll go into laying it out, visualizing it. We have two options when we get to design. We could do it in Illustrator, but this isn't a design that really requires a lot of flair. It's not that. This is totally a functional design run, just to get the buttons in and kind of get an idea of how it's going to end up making its way off into a front end. So we could do it in Illustrator, or we could skip that step and just jump into HTML and CSS. First of all, we're going to create something called a node map. I'm going to just crank a new artboard here. We'll make it a big boy. And we'll start working through what a node map looks like. So you have the login page. So anytime I draw a box around something, we're just gonna say that is a page. That a box equals a view. It's something we have to design and stick in the app. From there, you'll have to auth. So that'll be something like OAuth from Google. That's probably inside of the page. Then once we get into that, it's dashboard. I'm just swinging from the hip here too. Oh my gosh. I really should just be typing things. So there's our dashboard. And that's a page. There's gonna be this landing page, and then off the landing page, there's gonna be several sub pages. I think something where you could see like your history or earn history or something, how to earn. And then if you can earn stuff, you should be able to redeem it. Probably something like settings. I just don't know what we're gonna stick into the settings yet. I don't think there's much else we could do here. I'm gonna draw some other stuff now that is more or less like items that I know we're gonna have to put somewhere. And one thing we do need to do is an extension check. So instead of having a page that says download the extension, what we'll do is scan their browser and say, is that extension installed? If not, pop a message somewhere on the screen that says, hey, you need to download the extension, probably right at the top, all in red. Until you do this, you're not set up. We have their Google account authed in, so we'll have the Google account already. We'll need another one for an integrations check. So I need to be able to associate this to people. And the only way I can do that reliably is if you integrate and auth your Discord and you auth your Twitch. That's not how you spell that word. Discord. What that's going to let me do is it's going to let me have a bot that can see you in our Twitch chat and know that that's you and associate it to this account. And same thing with Discord. That should cover the user interface. Let me make this a little prettier. What are we going to use today? Let's do source code, source sans. Let's use source sans. Make this a little bolder. This is the weirdest thing, these variable fonts. So weird. So freaking weird. Make this a little prettier. Boom. I'm going to try to do this more as I do these projects with you guys. I'm going to try to make sort of like a pretty display of this. Just so you see how easy it is to take something from like a concept to a presentable artifact. So we've got all our pages figured out here. Okay, so I think that's it. That's the general kind of how this thing works. So let's take this and make it something we can show to somebody else and not feel completely embarrassed. You know what the easy way to make this look good is? Dark mode, baby. Let's just make it dark mode. Very basic. Oof. When we make our videos for YouTube, this does kind of become a factor. Granted, this looks like garbage. This does not look that good, but it looks better than a hand sketch, right? Yeah, all right. What are we going to do, guys? What do you want to do? Do you want to design this thing straight up in Illustrator, or should we just jump right in and just say, boom, we're going to start right on the login sign up stuff. Go from there. Both. We can't do both. We're going to do both. Okay, hold on. We're going to do both. Obviously, we're going to do Illustrator first. If we do Illustrator, it goes Illustrator first, Then we're going to HTML CSS. We're not just going to take this and be like, let me just save a PNG out. That's the website. Done. We're just image map the whole thing. You just click. That would be intense though if you did do that. If you're just like, if you just phoned it in so hard that you were like, forget it. I'm just taking this. I'm going to make this a PNG. And then we're going to identify areas of the PNG that are clickable. You just click. Whatever. That's how my app works. Oh boy, we got the results of the poll. Sorry guys, we're going right to HTML and CSS. The tribe has spoken. Okay. Welp. This is going to be interesting. Sublime Text 3. Get this open because now we're coding. We're going to look at all these monitors we're going to have to start using. Just start the index HTML. HTML. Let's do a little hello world. Okay. CSS, we're going to need a reset sheet in there. And then we'll do a core CSS file where most of our stuff's just going to go into the core one. And now we need to process both of these. Let me get Eric Meyer's reset in. You're watching me build a project in like 2 seconds here. Was not expecting this. Just bear with me. I don't even look at this. I should probably look at that. What's the point? So let's get pre-pros going. So that's going to let us do this all in real time. Let's just do that real quick so we don't run into any weird there. So HTML, just do a quick body declaration too. So now we got to figure out what's going to go into this. It's an auth page, right? So the auth page is a little bit easier. So we'll probably have a div auth block like that. Inside of the auth block, it's going to have the OAuth, and that'll be there. And then we'll do something above that. That's going to say like message, and we'll figure out what that message is going to say. We can ipsum it for now. The OAuth embed, can I pull that from somewhere? There we go. Sign in branding guidelines. Boom. There we go. So there's our 2 files. Don't use dark or light versions of don't do this. Google, come on. Who's going to do that? Who's just going to write the word Google? You can't even write the word Google. You're so stuck on this stuff. Incorrect button design. Sure. All right. Well, we got the files. Really, does it need to be this many freaking things? 1x, 2x, and vector. Great. Make an image folder. We'll dump them all in for now. All right. So for the auth embed, let's do a like that, and that way we can try out some of these focus and pressed and all that stuff, and we'll do it all with CSS. Is it just that? Oh, Fox. That's some OmatumBucks. Thanks, man. Just put all this stuff up here. Do that so the browser knows we are using HTML. Cool, this should be fun. Let's do that auth block. So let's just start with the button inside of it. Auth button. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Let's make this, let's give it like a nominal height and width. We'll see what the SVG's natural want is. It's going to have some size. Oh, why? Yeah, sure. Just open it in that. Oh, just don't even. Why? No, Google. Okay. So what's interesting is they only gave us the button over here. What? Google? Really? Google? So they want us to write this all in? That's fine with me, but that's a little weird. So we could use images because for some reason, I mean, I figured the SVGs would be fine, but I figured wrong. It's just the corner part of them. So why don't we use these? Double make sure it's a block and then set some width and height to it. And we're going to give it a background color just to see it. It's there. You should see a little box show up there. Perfect. Those are too big. So we're going to do half of that. All right. So now we've shrunk that down a little bit. We're going to have to do the same thing with the background image, but we'll figure it out. We'll give it another and because now we're going to build the stack here. And I'm going to go ahead and get this auth block to center up in the page really quick. We'll say 400 pixels or something. Well, let's put one more thing. We'll call it a wrap or something. Do a little flex wrap here. Slap a little flex wrap on it. It'll be fine. Justify content center. Do it. Boom. Got it. I think we're missing height on something. So let's do height 100% here and height 100% here. Boom. Centered. So if things are missing heights, they won't center vertically because it doesn't know what to do. Background image. So let's link it over. Curl. Let's do button, Google, sign in. Let's try dark first. Let's see how those look. Dark, normal. Boom. Bob's your uncle. Okay. So you can see that it's pushing some padding here. There's a chance that that image itself padded. So we're going to need to do something here to tell the background to scale, which I don't remember what the hell that thing is. It's one of these. We'll try cover. Boom. There we go. But again, it's the sizing's a little wrong. I can open up the image really quick. Why don't we do that just to, so we're not being crazy people. So yeah, the image does have built-in padding. Thanks, Google. That's what we all want. We just want the built-in padding. So we can never control that. Thank you. Whoever made that decision, not very happy with you right now. Just gonna point that right out. Not happy at all. There we go. There's our little button. You can see they even put like a little drop shadow on it, which I guess is part of, maybe that's why it's padded out. Let's get that little drop shadow. So now let's do a couple more things. We know that we can do some pseudo classing on this, right? So we have a pressed, a disabled, a focus. Disabled we're probably never going to use, but we could do that. Disabled. But the rest of the stack we'll just build right down and hover. And then we'll do one for the pressed state. Yep, looks good. Looks good. Google. That's fine. I don't know if I like the dark ones. Let's try the light ones really quick. So we'll just replace these. Sure. That looks fine. Let's do that with, let's start dialing in the rest of the design here. So I think for the background, we'll use like a darker color. See that? Oh yeah, there we go. Then let's make this OAuth block be brighter than that. There we go, just a little bit brighter. Let's get everything to line up inside of this thing. Well, bam. Okay, let's get our little googly there. Do we need this width? Because let's just let it get the width from what's inside of it. That'll make our efforts later a little bit easier. And let's give it some padding instead. A little nice little pad around it now. Oh yeah, baby. That's looking good. That's like, boom, got to get in. We're going to need a message. We should probably work in some space for a logo above this too. Here we'll do center block. Let's just move this all up. We got a little more space for activity. It should look exactly the same. Totally does. But now we have the auth block. We can also have a branding block, right? We're definitely going to want the logo on this thing. So let's do logo. Let's use this crazy town one right here. Just going to bring it as an image. Looks fantastic. Perfect. Ship it out. We have no width specified. So let's tell them they need to go up and down. So we'll say flex direction. Was it column? Boom. So they stack up on top of each other. Yeah, sure. Okay. But I don't want it to have this background, right? Let me move that background to the other guy. There we go. Now got our stacked boxes. The same thing with the border radius and the border and all this crap's going to go down there because we're going to just rebuild these elements as we need them. Looks good. That's how I like that to see. Boom. Okay. Boom, boom. Stacked up. Let's, these little rounded guys here, let's straighten them out and let's put this above it. So we'll give it all 5 pixels, then we'll override it, the top left, the top right. Boop. And it just sort of connects in. So we're just going to set a strict width of 400 pixels on that. And then we'll width these things into the containers. Get rid of the padding, save that. Give that the width. Okay, well, at least not on the same width. Display flex these guys so we get that stuff centered. Just nothing but flex all the way down. Boom. Okay. So we need some padding on both those. Give them some space. Oh boy. What just happened there? Yes. Let's just go ahead and specify the width on this guy. It's trying to stretch. Okay, let's get a font for this little puppy. Google fonts, I guess. I would love to use fonts that aren't Google fonts. I just don't care for them. I don't care for the pricing. Ah, look at this. They got the variable fonts. Wow. So that was the thing we saw in Illustrator earlier. That's amazing. That's cool. That technology got picked up. That's really pretty. I'm gonna try that. First of all, the guy that did it, his name is Rasmus. Rasmus, you might have won me over. Oh, it's a variable font, but you have to select all the style? I'm confused. It's a variable font, but you need to select the styles. Huh? What? Does this make sense to people? Like, what if I want like 8? You gotta be kidding me. This is how it works? This is how it works? What? This is horrible. This is not what we wanted, Google. Let's see the embed. Let's just, we could add import it. I wonder if I had said I wanted to embed this with this thing, boom. Is it going to embed 320? Oh, it totally does. That's so stupid. This couldn't be any stupider. You know what we should do is we should let's just see. I need to see this real quick. I really need to see this. Let me open up a Ruby terminal. All right, we got our list. Copy that. And let's just see if this works. This is the dumbest thing I'm gonna be doing today. I promise. Oh, here she goes. Totally fine with it. Didn't even care. Is that for real? Did it just go out and grab? Oh, wow. Off she goes. 11,221 requests later. Whoa. How stupid is that? But can we now use this as intended? Can we just slap font family? Well, what was this? Enter on this and off we go to the races. Yep. And let's do a font size of like 80 pixels. Perfect. And let's make the color white. And now we're gonna see if we do have access to all those font weights, because that'd be amazing. Font weight. Well, let's just start off at 100 because that's good. But I don't like 100, so I want 105. Oh, geez, I think they're all there. Can I just do this? Can I just scroll it down? Oh, it doesn't want you to. So we start at 899. Oh, it's doing it. Look at that. Yeah. You see, it's gonna, I have to start underneath it because the browser wants to step you between solid numbers, between like multiples of 100. Look at that go. Well, it can be done. We can do it. This is not the way you should do it, but it can be done. All right, let's close this and let's save this and let it reload. Do a little subtitle thing here. Make it uppercase. Space the letters a little bit. Ooh, that does not look great. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's go to, sure, that looks legitimate. That looks like somewhere you should hit this button. Sure. I'm now realizing right now why I usually go through and do a design run in Illustrator, because my brain, this is like using two different parts in my brain. And I think that's why I do Illustrator first. So just in the future, we're never going to skip that step again. How could we make this? Let's think about softening it up a little bit. What could we do to soften it up or make it look a little less scammy? Is that the right word? I'm trying to think. I use stuff that has a screen like this. Oh man, it looks so much more legitimate. Look at this thing. Maybe there's something to this. Then look at ours, and then back at this, and then at this, and then back to theirs, and then our scary one, and then this awesome one. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna need to build out sort of this layering a little bit. I have a cool image that I made. Perfect. Like that right there, that could work. Let's bring this in here, and then we'll see what we can do with it. Oh, that looks great. So let's do the splash background. Width of 100%, height of 100%. Come on. Z-index the flex wrap up. Boom. Okay. Well, that doesn't look great. We need to do a couple things to get that not caring that there's overflow. There we go. And let's do some image filters. That's better than nothing, right? Just a little image blur like that. We could invert that too to get that light feeling. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm just gonna type it and hope. Oh, it's a percentage. That looks a little less freaky, I guess. Is it just the dark mode? Just makes things look shady. I don't know. Let's build it. Let's build it forward from this. Start with the logo and let's just make it white. Okay. So I'm gonna need another image of this where it's not black. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, it looks awesome. And then we'll save this guy out. It'll look better on a solid color. Or not, you know. It could just look weird. That's also a possibility that just kind of made itself come true. Make this a little smaller. Maybe as it's smaller. Yeah, smaller is better for this one. We want it to say OmatumBucks.cache to the left of it. So really we're going to stick this inside of like this, and we'll make sure that this is spanned up and it's all white font. So that's never going to show up. I think we set the font color way up here. That was smart. So I don't like doing that. I do it every so often. It always bites me. Okay. So this span here and this span here, they're not lined up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do just a little FlexiBox magic on that. And let them just sort of align items to the center. And let's get that title working a little bit better. Let's give it that brand red. Yeah, there we go. There's my colors. We will be rewriting a lot of this stuff. We're just prototyping right now. Boom. It's got a little bit of the red madness there. Okay, that's definitely not the right color. There we go. Let's use that hot pink. Perfect. Let's work on the container a little bit and get that a little more squared away. So width of 400, we'll try 600. There we go. Get a border around that too. Okay. What if we made that a thick boy? Like 10, can you do this? Is this the thing? Can you do RGBA on that? Oh boy, you can. Look at that. So if a box shadow wouldn't work, I don't think. It comes out from outside of that border. That's super funky. But it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's get rid of that thing saying login or sign up. That just makes me feel like my things are about to be taken from me. My identity is gone. I still don't think I've sold myself on this not being shady. Still feels real shady. This thing just becomes less and less legitimate looking by the second. Do like yeah, let's just do a standard box shadow. Let's get rid of this thick boy. We really need something written up here. I think a user presented with a button that says sign in with Google is going to be smart enough to know, okay, I hit the button. I really just need some copy. No, I was gonna say for watching content you love. Nah, that's going too far. For being a part of the Omatum community. We had to start with the hardest one. We had to start with the one that needed the most finesse. All right, so let's get the font size a little bit better, and then let's give it some margin top. People hate when I do this. My thing though, I just margin top everything. It's not a wedding invitation, so I don't want to do any centering, but we're gonna put some padding on it. Designing and coding at the same time. It's not a good idea. Ah, thanks, Nick. So you say secure, sign up or log in with Google. That might be good. Let me put that underneath. I'm moving the subtitle down. Align items, center, turn that off. There we go. I think what I want to do is I'm going to move this in the same way this is moved in, and then I might hang off of this. That way it's not a centered form anymore, which is fine with me. The copy is still going to get a pad, but the whole block now is going to get a pad. I'll say 80 pixels. That moves everything over. This is still going to have to pad in, and then we'll move this, pad that in. I don't know, guys. I think we're in the realm of like, that looks somewhat legitimate. That I mean, this part is still a little scary, I think. I'm going to move that over to the dark ones now that we have a light background. Maybe drop the Sescree sign-in text to above the button in the lower. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Let me do that. Let's do that. And then we do have a thing down here for the message. So why don't I just stick that in there? This is looking fantastic, guys. I think we nailed it. Okay, it's got a little bit of space. We can fix that. For the background image, can we do something to scale that? Let's try this. Boop. Okay, good. Not perfect. Not completely ideal. It's gonna look weird. Just trying to get this thing going in the right direction. Invert. What is that? 50%. What does that look like? Nope. Don't do 50%. Ah, it just neutralizes out. That's it. I get that makes sense, right? 50% inversion. Everything goes to gray. Yeah. You learn stuff watching this stream. Okay, so there's our background right there. I got an idea. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it a blending point at the bottom. And the blending point is going to fit the rest of the space. Oh, we needed the height 100%. Oh boy, that's it. Never mind. What am I doing? Doing all this other stuff. And here's freaking TinyScript over here with the exact thing we need to do. Perfect, man. Thank you. Let's put a little more blur on it. Bloop. Just give it a little bit of an opacity on both of these. Just enough so we can get the shape to come through just a little tiny bit. Am I crazy, or did they stick something into CSS that frosts things behind the div? So you could take a div like this one right here and layer it on top of an image, and then it selectively blurs what's behind it. It's called backdrop filter. I just want to try that out really quick. I haven't had an opportunity to see what that looks like yet. The 60 FPS kills your computer. Please stream at 30 FPS. Please get a better computer. The world does not need to adjust to you. You must adjust to the world. Be like water. Backdrop filter blur. Let's try it. Oh my God, you can do it. Dude, that might be the way. Just let this be this. Let's push this one down too. That's so sweet. I think I'm going to keep with that. Maybe it's just because, how many times though is it like I like the effect, but you like it because you couldn't do it before? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, I don't think I actually like it. I just feel like that was the cool hotness back in the day. So it is now the cool hotness today. Can we start a GoFundMe for Yappy to get him a new computer? An AMD X2 4800. What is that thing? If I had to replace that right now, what would it cost? You can't even buy these things anymore. Yeah, really, just go to a dump. 15 bucks. No, you can get an upgrade for 16 bucks. I don't want to make fun of you, but you're going to run into so many issues in life with this computer. Just save some money up. Get yourself, I know that's hard to do, but when was this even released? The X2 series hit the market in May 2005. Okay, so you would like me to adjust my stream for your 15-year-old computer. You would have better luck running a stream on like a PlayStation 3. And yes, you're being shamed for having this computer right now. Because yeah, my phone can outdo this thing. Let's get this guy a computer. Come on, how much is it going to cost? 198 bucks. Can we get him this thing? Can we get him this? It's $198. Let's just, we can all pitch in and send this to him. 4 gigs of RAM, double the amount of RAM. Yeah, can we just trade in all the OmatumBucks to buy this poor guy a laptop? Something. Okay, you have thoroughly taken me right off the course of success for today. So let's get back on that horse. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to brighten up this background a little bit. There's a grayscale, a hue rotate. There's no, there's contrast, but that's not gonna make it brighter, is it? It's just gonna bring up the grays. We could try contrast. Let's try it. There we go. Just a little bit. Just, I mean, now that we have this, we can push it up a little bit more. This guy, that guy. What to do with that guy? I almost think that does need to be a lot bigger. Like, I almost want to see it fill that space up. There you go. That's kind of what I want to see, like that. I'm surprised we didn't catch this. So I set the whole thing to be a lower opacity. What I should have done was just set the background color to be a lower opacity. And that's why I was seeing too much mud in there. It's one of those days. Anyways, I think we're good. I think that's at least the login page. And it's done. So I'm just gonna, boom, done. Now this OAuth account selection thing, I need to look at this when you hit sign in with Google. If you guys don't know this, what'll happen is there's gonna be an account selection. So you hit this button and it's gonna present me with all these different accounts that I use. It looks like this is off my infrastructure, which is great. We're gonna let Google handle that and handshake all that. And then it's gonna pass me back. Google's gonna pass them back into the app. That should make it a lot easier to work with. I'm gonna put a little more spacing here and just call that good enough. Boop. Okay, cool. Let's add a thing here. So when I click this, oh, first of all, that's not okay. So we need to do user select none on that, so it doesn't highlight when you click. There we go. And let's make that go into our dashboard. So when I hit this, it should just jump in. Boop. Cool. This took a lot longer for this one page than I thought it would. Next page, start working on the dashboard.